Welcome to the White Coat Ceremony for Virginia Maryland College of Veterinary Medicine, Class of 2026. This important event marks and celebrates the induction of trainee veterinarians into a very distinguished profession. This profession requires specialized knowledge and intense preparation. It is founded on service to society and advancement of medical knowledge. What specifically do these white coats represent? White coats signify that recipients are not just students, but veterinarians in training. Outstanding patient care is rooted in scientific knowledge and skills that will be developed throughout the veterinary curriculum. In 1901, Sir William Osler wrote, "To study the phenomenon of disease without books is to sail an uncharted sea, while to study books without patients is not to go to sea at all." These students will soon be caring for patients, and we will ensure that their care is informed by appropriately validated, evidence-based knowledge as they embark on this curriculum. The white coats signify that the recipients have accepted the opportunities and the responsibilities of being a member of a profession that maintains high standards of achievement and expectations for ethical conduct. As veterinarians in training, individuals will be accountable to themselves, their classmates, and their faculty mentors. Upon graduation in 4 years, after a span of rigorous training, they will be accountable to themselves, their patients, clients, and the communities that they serve. You, the recipients of these white coats, are expected to learn well so that you can serve well by providing the very best health care available under the circumstances you find yourselves in. Later in the ceremony, you will take the veterinary student's oath, and when you graduate in 4 years, you will take the veterinarian's oath that encapsulates this responsibility. These white coats remind us that our profession is science-based. Whenever possible, our decisions must be informed by the results of scientific research and evidence-based medicine. Over the next 4 years, students will be encouraged to learn more about a variety of therapeutic modalities, most traditional, some not traditional. Students will always be encouraged to evaluate these modalities critically and to employ only those that are proven to be effective. To accomplish this goal, students will need to become experts in hypothesis testing as it pertains to the promotion and protection of health and the diagnosis and treatment of disease. Additionally, students will be given the opportunity to develop their abilities to design and test new hypotheses during summer research programs. Finally, these particular white coats signify that Virginia Maryland College of Veterinary Medicine is committed to your development as outstanding veterinarians. This commitment is emphasized by the fact that you have been given a rare opportunity. The 127 students in the class of 2026 were selected from a pool of 1,899 applicants. Often in the course of rigorous studies, a veterinarian in training begins to ponder whether they're supposed to be here. When they hit that exhausted point and they contact those of you in the audience who are the support system, please remember, it's a natural occurrence. Please encourage them. They are meant to be here. They have gone through a rigorous process of selection. We are so excited and so dedicated to their success that we are confident that they will succeed. Thus, we look expectantly to welcoming them as full members of the veterinary profession upon their graduation in 2026. Class of 2026, your friends and family have every reason to be proud of you, and our academic community is proud of you too. Congratulations and welcome. It is now my pleasure to introduce you to the members of the platform party. As I call your name, would you please stand? Dr. William S. Swecker, Jr., immediate past president of the Virginia Veterinary Medical Association. Dr. Elizabeth Hepner, president of the Maryland Veterinary Medical Association. Dr. Dan Montgomery, president of the West Virginia Veterinary Medical Association. Dr. Nathaniel Burke, vice president of the Virginia Veterinary Medical Association. Dr. Jeff Alexander, president of the Virginia-Maryland College of Veterinary Medicine Alumni Society. Dr. Catherine Fogelberg, Associate Dean for Professional Programs. Dr. Jacqueline Pelzer, Director of Admissions and Student Support. On behalf of the college, I would like to thank the Virginia, Maryland, and on behalf of the college, I would like to thank the Virginia, Maryland, and West Virginia Veterinary Medical Associations and Dr. Bill Tyrell of CVCA Cardiac Care for Pets for generously providing stethoscopes for each member of the incoming class. I would also like to thank National Veterinary Associates and several of this college's alumni for generously providing funds to purchase coats. Dr. Courtney Wiegard, class of 2005, played a key role in this sponsorship and in providing additional funds for the DVM Scholarship Fund. Dr. Wiegard and other representatives, would you please stand to be recognized? Our college received sponsorship from Boehringer Ingelheim to support this event. Doctors Linda Grace and Dr. Aaron Casey, Senior Professional Services Veterinarians at Boehringer Ingelheim Animal Health, are in the audience. Dr. Grace and Dr. Casey, would you please stand to be recognized? Our college appreciates the sponsorship of Boehringer Ingelheim for this event. Thanks so much. So now, before we continue with this wonderful tradition, I will ask representatives from the Virginia and Maryland Veterinary Medical Associations and the college's Alumni Society to share a few words of welcome with the students, future veterinarians in the class of 2026. We will start with Dr. William S. Swecker, Jr., immediate past president of the Virginia Veterinary Medical Association. Dr. Swecker.
Thank you, Dean Givens. I'm honored to stand here on behalf of the 1,400 veterinarians in the Commonwealth of Virginia who form the Virginia Veterinary Medical Association, or the VVMA, and welcome the class of 26, but also their family and friends. Welcome to Blacksburg. It's good to have you here. Prior to today, I believe many of you joined various clubs and organizations to give you an opportunity to work with others to achieve common goals and shared visions. In the next 4 years, you will find many more of these opportunities, different, same, exciting, to prepare you for your career. I'd like to point out one for your consideration. Jennifer Kelleher, class of 2024, and I would like to invite you to join the VVMA student chapter while you're here in Blacksburg. And you do not have to be a Virginia resident to join. Everybody is welcome. I'd also like to introduce you to a special event that is coming on Friday, October 20th, called Mentor Day. On that day, we have a large group, usually 80 to 100 veterinarians from Virginia, Maryland, and West Virginia, who come to Blacksburg with one goal in mind: to meet you, to talk to you, to learn about you, and potentially mentor you through the process. Your fall will be busy. There are many competing interests, but I am very proud of those veterinarians who are proud of you, who want to come and meet you. So if you want to put it in your phone right now, just make sure Friday the 20th, put that on your schedule. I'd appreciate it. You also get annoying emails asking if you're interested amongst the hundreds of other emails you get every day. Again, I just ask, please respond to that email. We want to have you there. Once you graduate, your local, state, and national organizations will again offer you an opportunity to join a new club or a new organization with fellow veterinarians who are dedicated to advancing the profession. Today, I'm going to encourage you, even though it's 4 years away, to start thinking about that opportunity and how you can contribute with a new class, if you will, of veterinarians who want to promote the profession. The dean's already noted, as a token of our appreciation and our commitment to you, the stethoscopes that will be given to you from Dr. Burke. So again, congratulations and welcome. We are here to support you through this amazing journey. Good luck, and we look forward to seeing you. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Dr. Swecker. Next, it is my privilege to welcome Dr. Elizabeth Hepner, President of the Maryland Veterinary Medical Association, to the podium. Dr. Hepner.
Thank you, Dean Givens. Congratulations, class of 2026. I'm honored to be here today on behalf of the Maryland Veterinary Medical Association to welcome you to the veterinary profession. You have all overcome many obstacles to be standing here today to receive your distinguished white coat. Many people would easily shy away from the various requirements needed to get to this point. Organic chemistry, hundreds of hours of shadowing, and the extensive application and interview process would have most people second-guessing your path, but not you. You put in the work when it was not easy. You kept your goals in focus despite the ups, downs, twists, and turns that life throws at you. Keep that drive and focus throughout your training, because while the next 4 years will be incredibly rewarding, they will also be challenging. Becoming a veterinarian is going to be one of the most difficult things you will undertake. There will be long nights, a lot of sweat, and I'm sorry to say it, a lot of bodily fluids you'll have to tackle through the years. But as hard as these things will be, don't forget you have support and encouragement all around you. Don't be afraid to ask for help, to say that you don't know something, and to admit your mistakes. We're all human, even when we try really hard to be superhuman. So don't be afraid to lean on your friends, family, the faculty, and especially your classmates. No one else will know quite what you're going through more than your classmates, and the next few years will help you to form lifelong bonds. Even after years of practice, I still feel a swell of pride when I see a classmate's name on a referral record. Try to develop healthy coping strategies during these challenging times. Carve out some time to pursue interests outside of vet med. These habits will carry you through school and beyond through your career. Also remember that your state VMAs are here to support you both through your studies and after graduation. MDVMA offers help to students through the mentorship program, externship planning, and support of social activities throughout the year. Once you have earned your degree, MDVMA is here to help strengthen our profession and community through legislative efforts, continuing education conferences, and social events. There are opportunities to get involved at any stage of your career, so don't hesitate to join to have your voices heard. While there will be challenging days, it helps to remember some of the good days. One of the cases that helps remind me why I do what I do is a miniature schnauzer who I help take care of on optho rotation. He was blind from cataracts, so he was there to have them removed and artificial lenses put into place. Let's just say he was not a fan of being in the hospital, and especially not for his eye drops. He did not eat well or enjoy walks or even really want to get out of his kennel during his hospital stay. After his procedure, I slowly encouraged him down the hall where his family was waiting for him to go home. He moped into the exam room, but as he lifted his head and actually saw his family for the first time in months, he lit up. He ran over to them, jumping up for pets and wagging his little nubbin furiously. The pure joy and happiness that family shared is something I know will continue to carry me through my hard days. When your hard days come, remember all that you have accomplished. Remember you're surrounded by support, and most importantly, always remember that white coat looks great on you. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Dr. Hepner. Now I am pleased to welcome Dr. Jeff Alexander, President of the Virginia-Maryland College of Veterinary Medicine Alumni Board of Directors, to the podium. Dr. Alexander.
Thanks, Dean Gibbons, for that introduction. Thank you to Associate Dean Fogelberg and Dr. Pelzer and everyone else who put this great ceremony together, and there's a lot of work, and it shows. It looks really good today. I remember my white coat ceremony. It was 28 years ago to the day and date. Y'all are smart. You know that 7 leap years have passed since then. So a few things have changed in Blacksburg. Our white coat ceremony was in the Commons, and the Commons did not look like a Starbucks, I'll tell you that. But one thing I do remember is Blair Meldrum. He was the Associate Dean for Education back then. He said, going to vet school, being in vet school, for some of you, or most of you, will be the hardest thing you ever do. And that stuck with me. And I'm not saying that to scare you or any of that, but it's true. And so what I want you to do is kind of reach out to people. You're not doing this by yourself. You've got a huge support system. And I got a feeling that maybe the people you invited here today are part of that support system. Maybe you have some people back home that'll help you out. Reach out to them. Use them for moral support. There's another group I want you to reach out to. That's the professors and the support staff here at the college. I guarantee they want you to succeed. If you're having problems, reach out to them. Also, be sure to use the wellness resources that the college and the university have. We're all human. We have good days. We have bad days. Use those resources. There's another group that I think you should reach out to. How about each other? Each of you comes with a unique background, unique experiences. Embrace that. Learn from each other. Collectively, you can learn better together. Some of my best friends I made starting 28 years ago today, so keep that in mind. And lastly, and I want you to reach out to the alumni. Dr. Swecker talked about it a little bit, that mentor day, right? I challenge you to take advantage of that. It's a great opportunity. The worst case, you meet somebody, you don't get along that good, they give you some hints, whatever. The best case, you meet a good friend, and maybe they even give you a job. So, something important. When you get your white coats here in a little bit, I want you to reach down in the pocket. There's a little something from alumni for you. We're here for you. We're excited for you. So for those that are new to Blacksburg, welcome. Those that have been around Blacksburg a little while, welcome back. And on behalf of the 4,500 or so alumni of the college, we welcome you to the profession of veterinary medicine. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Dr. Alexander. Now it's a great privilege for me to turn the program over to Associate Dean Dr. Catherine Fogelberg. This is Dr. Catherine Fogelberg's first white coat ceremony in the role of Associate Dean for Professional Programs at the college, and we are so excited that she is here to energetically serve this college and specifically the students of this college in this role as Associate Dean for Professional Programs. So Dr. Catherine Fogelberg, please come to the podium.
Thank you so much, Dean Givens. It's a pleasure to be here. You stole my thunder a little bit, but that's okay. Before we get going too much more, I'd like to acknowledge the staff in academic affairs who's put this program together. So if all of my staff could please stand up, because they're the ones who really did this for you. So please stand up to be recognized. Dr. Pelzer. Thanks. So as Dean Givens said, this is my first white coat ceremony. It's a privilege to be here to welcome this class of 2026 here. I'm really excited to be here this morning and to be here in 4 years and watch you all graduate and become doctors as well. So I actually just started in July, so I am very new, and that's one of the reasons I wanted to let you know that my staff is so great, because they're the reason everything went so smoothly today. So we are ready to do the white coat and stethoscope presentation portion of the program, but before we get started, we do have a few instructions for you. So we would ask that you allow our staff assistants to lead you and your presenter, if you have one, to the stage in order. Our coats and our stethoscopes are personalized, so we want to make sure you get the correct one. At the top of the stairs to my right, you will meet Dr. Jackie Pelzer when your name is called, and then you'll proceed to your first stop on the stage, which is in front of the tables with the white coats, and Dean Givens will be here as well. Shelby Stegall and Angie Webb will pass your coat to your presenter, who will then place the coat on you. Once your coat is on, look at the photographer on the stage to your right, over here, he's waving, for a photo, and then you'll head across the stage in front of me over to the table on my left, where you'll stop to receive your stethoscope from Dr. Nathaniel Burke, who will be assisted by Ms. Gracie Hall. And you'll get another quick photograph there, over here to my left. The photos are free for students and will be shared in the near future by email. Normally, when giving instructions, I would ask if anybody has any questions, but I don't have the opportunity to do that today. So we'll hope that you all got those, and our staff will take really good care of you. So if our stage assistants would please take your positions, we'll get started as soon as we're ready to do that. Catherine Agster is being given her coat by William Agster, her twin brother. She's from Littleton, Colorado, and is looking to do a mixed animal track while she's here with us. Amelia Aiken, Ms. Ann Aiken, her mother, friend, and role model, is presenting her coat today. She's from Johnstown, Pennsylvania, and plans to pursue the mixed animal track. Danielle Ames is being presented her coat by Ms. Kathy Buhati, her mentor, and she tells us that she's licked the Sydney Opera House. Shannon Jo Ofarth is being presented her goat by Mrs. Nicole Ofarth, her mother. She's trained 3 service dogs for the Guide Dog Foundation and America's Vet Dogs. Sebastian Banos is being presented his coat by Ms. Caitlin Bilodeau, his mother. He grew up and was born in Montreal, Canada, and is pursuing the small animal track. Elizabeth Berry is being presented her coat by Robert Berry. She's from Fredericksburg, Virginia, and is planning to pursue an equine track. Neve Marie Batstone is being presented her coat by Dr. Richard Batstone, her father. She says she's a citizen of 4 countries and has lived in 3 of them. Mamta Bhatia is being presented her coat by her mother, Miss Ajita Bhatia, and she enjoys taking flying lessons. Alyssa Blanky will be presented her coat by Dean Givens. She's from Owings, Maryland, and plans to pursue the mixed animal track. Natalie Bolin is being presented her coat by her mother, Kimberly Bolin. She says that she went skydiving during her study abroad trip to New Zealand. Catherine Bowling is being presented her coat by Mrs. Janet Waltz, her mother, and she tells us that she can solve a Rubik's Cube, which I've never been able to do. Colin Boyle is being presented his coat by Dean Givens. He says that he once met Travis Kelce in a CVS. Michelle Brenneman is being presented her coat by Dean Givens and says that she was in France when they won the 2018 FIFA World Cup. Delaney Briscoe is being presented her white coat by Dean Givens. Her hometown is St. Leonard, Maryland, and she is planning to go down the mixed animal track. Jacqueline Bouvier is being presented her white coat by Dean Givens, and she was able to watch sea turtles nest on the coast of Cancun this summer. Haley Berger is being presented her white coat by Mrs. Christina Akers, a licensed veterinary technician and her mentor. She says she has peer-reviewed papers published by the Journal of Immunology and the University of Michigan's Museum of Zoology, and she's also self-published a young adult novel. Mariah Leanne Cassidy is being given her white coat by Mr. Jason Penn, her father. She's from Charlottesville, Virginia, and is planning to track either equine or small animal. Taylor Chiefalo is being presented her white coat by Ms. Linda Chiefalo. She's from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and is planning on pursuing the mixed animal track. Elizabeth Chin is being presented her white coat by Dean Givens. She's originally from, well, actually she was born in Fairfax, Virginia, but is now from Orange County, California, and is pursuing the small animal track. Krista Clark is being presented her coat by Mrs. Darcy Clark, her mother. She's from Owings, Maryland, and plans on tracking mixed animal. Madison Kogel is being presented her white coat by Mr. William Kogel Jr., her father, and she recently traveled to Ireland. Brett Connolly is being provided his white coat by Dean Givens. His hometown is West Newbury, Massachusetts, and he's planning on pursuing the small animal track. Andrea Connor is being presented her white coat by Mr. Thomas Connor, her father, and she actually went to preschool in Mexico. Mia Damiano is being presented her white coat by Mrs. Ellery Damiano, her mother, and she has told us that today is her birthday. Georgia Daniel is being presented her white coat by Dr. Laura Luffman, Animal Medical Center of Danville, and her mentor. She's from a small rural town called Blanche, North Carolina, and she plans to pursue a mixed animal track. Cameron Diedrich is being presented his white coat by Bruce Coons, his grandfather and mentor. He's from York, Pennsylvania, and is planning to pursue the small animal medicine track. Taylor Downing is being presented her white coat by Dean Givens, and her fun fact is that she's scuba dive certified. Jordan Eady is being presented his white coat by Mrs. Tracy Eady, his mother, and he has apparently helped raise juvenile tigers. So we need to talk, because that's on my bucket list. Rebecca Enger is being presented her white coat by Ms. Rachel Enger, her sister, and she is originally from Potomac, Maryland. Lauren Evans is being presented her white coat by Dr. Kristen Pence, Warren County Veterinary Clinic, 2009 VM RCVM alumnus and her mentor. She's from Front Royal, Virginia, and plans on tracking either public, corporate, or small animal. Gabriel Falcon is being presented his white coat by Mr. Gary Falcon, his father. In his free time, he enjoys creating pottery for his family and friends. Kayla Fay is being presented her white coat by Mrs. Kelly Fay, her mother. She's from Howell, New Jersey, and plans to track mixed animal. Daniel Fields is being presented his white coat by Dr. Kayleen Glore, Clarendon Animal Care Center, and his mentor. He says that he spent 3 years researching the epidemiological consequences of the anti-vax movement. Brittany Fogg is being presented her white coat by Cedric Bernard and says that she created and painted on a canvas that is taller than she is. Jessica Gain is being presented her white coat by Dr. William Pomersheim, her grandfather. She's from Chesapeake, Virginia, and can't wait for another 4 years in Blacksburg. Luke Gargis is being presented his white coat by Dean Givens and says that he's been a certified scuba diver since the age of 15 and has logged 30 dives around the world. Kenzie George is being presented her white coat by Dean Givens, and she says that she taught herself how to play the piano. Kelly Gillespie is being presented her white coat by Mr. Bill Mays, her grandfather. Her hometown is Richmond, Virginia, and she plans on tracking food animal and small animal. Lauren Nicole Ginefra is being presented her white coat by Dean Givens. She jumped out of a plane and submitted her vet school applications on the same day, which happened to be Friday the 13th. Brianna Glazier is being presented her white coat by Mrs. Rita Glazier, her mother, and she says her parents immigrated from Belarus and she is a first-generation American. Noah Goldfarb is being presented his white coat by Ms. Jill Hanman, his mother. He says that he was once almost swallowed by a whale shark. Meredith Gregg is being presented her white coat by Mrs. Susan Gregg, her mother. She's from Winchester, Virginia, and has a yellow lab named Cooper. Brenna Jarisco is being presented her white coat by Dean Givens. She's from Chesapeake, Virginia, and is planning to pursue the mixed animal track. Leslie Hackney is being presented her white coat by Michael Orndorff, her fiance, and she's from Centerville, Virginia, planning to track small animal. Nina Havelka is being given her white coat by Judge Paulina Havelka, a district court judge, and her mother. She's part of the first American-born generation in her family. Her mom and grandparents immigrated here in the early 1980s from Poland. Cecily Hayek is being presented her white coat by Dr. Paige Van Sickle, VCA University Animal Hospital, her mentor, and she says that she's a published artist in a children's science book. Thomas Heck is being presented his white coat by Dean Givens, and I'm going to mess this up, but he says, I am PADI, I don't know if that's PADI or PADI, open water diving certified. So we have a lot of divers in this company, in this class. Ethan Heiberger is being presented his coat by Ms. Sydney Heiberger, his sister. He's planning to track small animal track, and he is from Rockville, Maryland. Eliana Hines is being presented her white coat by Dean Givens, and she actually lived in Germany for 5 years. Sean Horn is being presented his white coat by Dean Givens. He's from Herndon, Virginia, and will be pursuing a companion animal track. Rachel Horton is being presented her white coat by Mr. Ken Horton, her father. She's from Finksburg, Maryland, and plans to go small animal track. Thomas Howard is being presented his white coat by Jeff Howard, his father. He claims that he can eat a 2-pound bag of Sour Patch Kids in one sitting. Ezekiel Jeanette is being presented his white coat by Dr. Joe Bill Matthews, DVM, Western Carolina University, and his mentor. He's from Durham, North Carolina, and plans to pursue the mixed animal track. Ben Jałuziak is being presented his white coat by Mr. David Jałuziak, his father, and he should be right at home because out of 7 grandchildren, he is the only boy. Ryan Jordan is being presented his white coat by Presley Jordan, his wife. He also has 2 dogs and 7 snakes. Kate Carlin is being presented her white coat by Ms. Kathy Walsh, her mother. And she says that 2 years ago, she canceled her move to San Francisco, where she was supposed to earn her master's in researching nudibranchs, because she decided to chase her lifelong dream of becoming a veterinarian instead. Danielle Kyla is being presented her white coat by Dr. Kathleen Kyla, DVM, at Waugh Chapel Animal Hospital, who is her sister and mentor. She says she's an adventure seeker and has been skydiving twice. Samantha King is being presented her white coat by Mrs. Darlene King, her mother. She's from Lancaster, Pennsylvania, and plans on tracking small or maybe mixed animal. Jack Knott is being presented his white coat by his partner, Shane Wolf, and he says that he's held a bald eagle and he was pretty hefty. Logan Cruz is being presented her white coat by Dean Givens. She's from Reston, Virginia, and plans to pursue the small animal medicine track. Emily Cutschool is being presented her coat by Mr. Dave Cutschool, her father. She finished her senior season of basketball at her undergrad university, leading the nation in block shots in Division III basketball. Shelby Lassiter is being presented her white coat by Mrs. Jennifer Harold, her mother, and she has actually run 3 half marathons. Deanna Lemus is being presented her white coat by Ms. Esmeralda Ortega, her mother, and she's my kind of girl because she says cereal is her favorite snack. Allison Lynch is being presented her white coat by Mrs. Joanna Lynch, her mother, and she has performed at the Kennedy Center in Washington, D.C. multiple times, both as a champion Irish dancer and a musical theater ensemble, and she says, yes, there are videos. Lauren Magak is being presented her coat by Ms. Yolanda Magak, her mother. Don't mess with her, she has a black belt in karate. McKenna Maloney is being presented her white coat by Dean Givens, and she actually holds a university record for indoor track and field events. Elena Mantis is being presented her white coat by Mary Mantis, her mother. She's from Elkton, Maryland, and plans to pursue an equine track. Alexander Marsh is being presented his coat by Dean Givens, and he conducts research in the Peruvian Amazon. Kiana Martinez is being presented her white coat by Mr. Edward Martinez, her father. She's from northern New Jersey and plans on pursuing small animal medicine. Cameron McCloskey is being presented her white coat by Ms. Karen Kampfer, her mother. And she says, and I don't really understand this, but I'm going to read it anyway because it's entertaining. In 2002, her twin brother's favorite color was yellow, and 20 years later, she triumphantly was able to inherit a bright yellow truck that forced him into his grandmother's old Prius, which has since drowned in a flood. Rest in peace. Brianna McPhail is being presented her white coat by Mr. Mike McPhail, her father, and she lived in Japan for 7 years. Skylar Merkel is being presented her white coat by Dean Givens, and her high school senior portrait was with her and an alpaca. Stephanie Forge is being presented her white coat by Dean Givens, and the reason that she's out of order alphabetically is because she was married 4 weeks ago. Mackenzie Mills is being presented her white coat by Mr. Jim Mills, her father, and she has hiked up the Great Wall of China. Laurel Moore is being presented her white coat by Dean Givens. She worked at a wildlife center where she once triaged a bald eagle. Jasmine Morgan is being presented her white coat by Ms. Cheryl Green, her mother, and she has been in, not to, but in the circus twice. Caitlin Morse is being presented her white coat by Mr. Zane Oliphant, her fiance. She's from Earlville, Maryland, and plans to pursue a track in small animal medicine. Taylor Mortensen is being presented her white coat by Dean Givens. She ran track and field and cross country at Purdue University. Autumn Mullins is being presented her white coat by Mr. Brian Mullins, her father. She's from Tazewell, Virginia, and is planning to pursue the food animal track. Sean Murray is being presented his coat by Dr. Bradley Good, and before pursuing veterinary medicine, he was an engineer in the Army for 7 years. Christian Nace is being presented his white coat by Dean Givens, and he is actually currently learning to speak Norwegian. Nicholas Nace is also being presented his white coat by Dean Givens, and over the summer he went on a 2-week road trip out west and hiked to the top of one of the Rocky Mountains. Ellie Neese is being presented her white coat by Dean Givens. She's from Annapolis, Maryland, and plans on pursuing a small animal track because she was inspired the love she has for her Portuguese water dog, Cleo. Gianna Novak is being presented her white coat by Mr. Ken Novak. She has a small herd of 15 brown Swiss dairy cattle that she raises and shows. Acadia Parker is being presented her white coat by Karen Parker, her mother. She was named after Acadia National Park in Maine, where her parents and she will be returning next spring to hike and complete a half marathon together. She plans on pursuing small animal medicine in underserved areas of the U.S. Tyler Parlow is being presented his white coat by Dean Givens. He's from Syosset, New York, and plans on pursuing the small animal track. Maxwell Pasquinelli is being presented his white coat by Dean Givens. He played baseball for Team USA in Japan, is from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and is currently trying to figure out which veterinary track he wants. Kruti Patel is getting her white coat from Miss Shruti Patel, a medical student, and her sister. She's from Elliott City, Maryland, and is planning to pursue small animal medicine. Aida Estefania Pereira Cruzado is being presented her white coat by Dr. Ramirez, her mentor, and she is from Brambleton, Virginia. Ava Porter is being presented her white coat by Mrs. Adele Mariette, her grandmother, and she says that she can put her foot behind her head. Matthew Porter is being presented his white coat by Dr. Robert Porter. He's from Chesapeake, Virginia, and plans to pursue a track in small animal medicine. Alicia Pine is being presented her white coat by Diane Pine, her mother, and she has run a 25K race, which is a little bit longer than a half marathon. Jolie Quiros is being presented her coat by Mr. Rod Quiros, her father. She's from Suffern, New York, and is planning to track small animal emergency medicine. Shreya Ram is being presented her white coat by Dean Givens. She's bilingual and hopes to learn more languages in the coming years. Abigail Riley is being presented her white coat by Dr. John Riley, her dad, and she actually has a permit to handle alligators in the state of New Jersey. Sophie Balmer Rhodes is being presented her coat by Mr. Tom Rhodes, her father, and says that she was a carnivore keeper for a year at Zoo Atlanta. Sean Roderick is being presented her white coat by the dean, and she loves birds and thus intends to pursue avian medicine. Brianna Romagnano is being presented her white coat by Dr. John Ludwig IV, MS DVM, her mentor. She recently traveled to Italy for her brother's wedding, and they did 7 cities in 11 days. Haley Roman is being presented her coat by Michelle Roman, her mother. This summer, she went on a safari in Pilanesberg National Park in South Africa. Healy Rosenberg is being presented her white coat by Mr. Aaron Rosenberg and received her passport at 1 week old and has since traveled to over 15 countries. Amanda Rosendo Ocasio is being presented her white coat by Dean Givens. She's born and raised proud Puerto Rican, planning on pursuing a small animal track. Excuse me, a mixed animal track. Mariah Sands is being presented her white coat by Ms. Darling Dix, her mother. She's worked in the culinary industry since she was in high school. Michael Shablasky is being presented her white coat by Dean Givens. She's from Wellsboro, Pennsylvania, on the large animal track and has a cat, a bearded dragon, a rat, 2 betta fish, and 43 plants. Emma Shanabrook is being presented her white coat by Mrs. Julie Shanabrook, her mother, and she is from Winchester, Virginia, and pursuing the mixed track. Cole Shapiro is being presented his white coat by Dean Givens. He's ridden an elephant, which happens to be his favorite animal. Jaslyn Singh is being presented her white coat by Mrs. Jackie Lynn Singh, her mother. She's from South Brunswick, New Jersey, and is planning to track small animal. Mary Frances Smith is being presented her white coat by her father, Mr. Matt Smith. She's from Virginia Beach, Virginia, and plans to pursue a mixed animal track. Jamie Engel is being presented her white coat by her husband, Mr. Nick Engel, and she wants everybody to know that she was rejected from this program 3 times before this cycle. Says, she says, I know this may not seem like a fun fact. However, I think it can be seen as inspirational and showcase her resilience, which is an attribute veterinary professionals need, and I agree. Victor Spera is being presented his white coat by Ms. Mona Spera, his mother. He's from Trenton, New Jersey, and is planning to pursue the small animal track. Charissa Stabler is being presented her white coat by Dr. Dana Kuhn, Medical Director of Primary Care Department at Friendship Hospital for Animals in DC, and this is her mentor. She's from Olney, Maryland, and is a fourth-generation American whose family is from Italy. She plans to pursue the small animal track. Molly Staker is being presented her coat by Ms. Jennifer Staker, her mother. She's from Franklin County, Virginia, with a passion for rural medicine and is planning to pursue a small animal track. Casey Stallman is being presented her white coat by Dean Givens. She spent 7 weeks in Madagascar studying traditional medicine in 2019 and got to play with lemurs at the National Lemur Park. Jalea Stevens is being presented her white coat by Dean Givens. She's from PG County, Maryland, and plans on pursuing a mixed animal track with a focus on small companion animals. Nicole Tazap is being presented her white coat by Dean Givens. She's from New Jersey, has 3 pets who are all girls, and is engaged. Ashley Thursby is being presented her white coat by Mr. Jack Clements, her fiance, and she owns more than 60 pairs of Crocs. Shelley Underwood is being presented her white coat by Dr. Baum Harris, Old Dominion Veterinary Services, 2008 VM RCVM alumnus and mentor. She's from Mechanicsville, Virginia, and would like to pursue the food animal track, and says the one fun fact about her is that she loves to learn about different facets of agriculture and pass this knowledge down to youth through programs like 4-H, Agriculture in the Classroom, and Virginia Farm Bureau's Collegiate Young Farmers. Katie Uray is being presented her white coat by Fiona Uray, her sister, and her art was published in a magazine when she was just 6 years old. Madison Warner is being presented her white coat by Mrs. Nessa Warner, her mother. She's from Bethesda, Maryland, and is planning to pursue the small animal track. Baker White is being presented his white coat by Mrs. Aaron White, his mother. He's from Locust Grove, Virginia, and plans to track food animal. Caitlin Wilcox is being presented her white coat by Dean Givens. She's from Greenville, Pennsylvania, and is planning to track mixed animal with a focus on canine, feline, and equine medicine. Nonya Williams is being presented her white coat by Dean Givens. She says if vet school wasn't an option, she would go to film school because she has a strong passion for movies and filmmaking. She's from Toledo, Ohio, plans to pursue zoo, wildlife, exotic animal medicine, and wants to do conservation medicine with an ultimate goal of becoming an international travel vet. Danielle Witt is being presented her white coat by Dr. Rhonda Witt, her mother. She's from Charleston, West Virginia, and plans on pursuing a mixed animal track. Michelle Yeoh is being presented her white coat by Dean Givens, and she has had her boating license since she was just 12 years old. Samantha Zolkiewicz is being presented her white coat by Dr. Jeffrey Zolkiewicz, her father, and she is from Mount Airy, Maryland. Caitlin Zavalowski is being presented her white coat by Mr. Anthony Zavalowski, her father. She's from rural Southwest Virginia and is planning to pursue small animal medicine. Let's give all of our white coat recipients another hand. Great job, everybody. You made it through. At this time, I'm going to turn it over to Dr. Jackie Pelzer, who will lead us in the veterinary student's oath.
Okay, class of 2026, on the back of your program, you will find the oath, but I'll ask you to stand and please repeat after me. It gets real now. Being admitted as a student in the Virginia, Maryland College of Veterinary Medicine, I solemnly accept as a lifelong obligation the pursuit of scientific knowledge and skills for the benefit of society through the protection of animal and public health. The conservation of animal resources and the relief of animal suffering. I will pursue my professional education conscientiously, with dignity, and in keeping with the principles of intellectual integrity and veterinary medical ethics. Congratulations, class of 2026. I'll turn it back over to Dean Givens.
Congratulations, veterinarians in training in the class of 2026. It's so very exciting to see you become the 43rd class of veterinarians educated at Virginia, Maryland College of Veterinary Medicine. As white coat ceremonies are relatively new, it is rather unique that the first student in college history to ever receive a ceremonial white coat was Jackie Bailey in the class of 1997, who is now Dr. Jackie Pelzer, Director of Admissions and Student Support. You have joined a college community that is rich in history and focused on the future of our great profession. So this closes our formal ceremony. We've got one more thing to do, but as a college who focuses both on the individuals and the collective well-being, we are going to do something a little bit unique here. We are going to create a fun fact for everyone present to say that you have been involved in a musical performance in Moss Arts Center. And we are going to sing happy birthday to the future veterinarian in the class of 2026. Would that future veterinarian whose birthday is today please stand? As we close, I would ask that the members of the class of 2026 and representatives of the veterinary medical associations exit to my left, the audience's right, now before anyone else. They will proceed just outside of the amphitheater for a class picture. After a few brief pictures, they will join friends and family and mentors to celebrate this milestone. Thank you so much for joining us in this event to recognize and celebrate the professional path.